rakietę.
Piergalam piguły jakbym zajadał lentylki. Ci w korobie twoją szmatę wychodzę po pół godzinki. Młody stary stoi smaku, bardzo twarda kupa. Twoja szmula jest rzadka, po matce wybiegłanka. Wy spójrz na mnie, anime dziewczynko. Wejdę ci w zad i rozpalę tam ognisko. Tak, jestem Merit, też mam 12 lat. Codziennie mocny towar, proszę daj mi chociaż raz.
Tam witamina w palnik, jebać psy. Nie możesz mi naskoczyć, kurwa, robię salto w tył. Powielony kwasem jadę furą, meta, feta, grzyby, kokaina, benzoga, szeci na czole, beta. Twoja suka mega lodu, oglądam hentaje i nabijam krakiem bongo. Jad rozmów robi rozpierdol, ty masz boreliozę, jebać ci okagę. Jakbym miał ci robić trochę, to bym se ujebał knagę.
Ale się w nosa, potem idę ruchać moją wajfu. Jak o niej pomyślę, to mam w majtkach jeden wielki tajfun. Marzy mi się by skakała na mym chuju, jak ten kangur oblodziła aż do sucha. I tak ćwiczyć na nim parkour. Nie wiem co jest ze mną i choć ma tylko 13 lat, nic nie widzę, przez nią przysłoniła cały ten mój świat. Nie chcę żadnej innej, chociaż twoją matkę swędzi muszlam. Anime dziewczynka, chociaż tak jak ona się nie rusza.
Masz przejebane, jebnę ci na klatce. Usiądę ci na mocie i pochwalę się sąsiadce. Anime pochwy są najlepsze, walę konia i przechodzą dreszcze. Sperma na fiucie, sperma na czole. Jebać pornole, zaraz ci wpierdolę. Hentai laski gołe, do tego walę konia. Oglądam anime i walę ketę z bonia.
Konnichiwa, palę seba, diela, puszczam macha. Gaz Yamaha, maczą w głowie buja, saka, chiska, dzielnia, pista, draka. W ręce kata, chowaj klapkę, czuli bubi, kit, karate. Biały pasek, robię Steve, ciacham zakręt po ciebie.
Sperma na fiucie, sperma na czole. Jebać pornole, zaraz ci wpierdolę. Sperma na fiucie, sperma na czole. Sperma na czole, nole zaraz ci wpierdolę.
Hello everyone, this is the broadcast team of 6 Digits World Cup 2025 and we will be bringing you some interviews from the players in the tournament.
Hello everyone and welcome back to 6 Digit World Cup 2025. My name is Maiji and joined with me here in the Poland versus Russia pre-match interview is the Poland captain Xalbe. How are you doing today, man?
I'm going. What? Wait, I'm doing good. I'm going nowhere. Don't worry.
That's amazing. Alright, well, to kickstart this interview, I had to ask you for image and DMs, but we see the image of the collab. What was the story behind that collab? Why was it chosen, and who made it?
So Kuba had idea to create a collab with profiles which are as I don't know how to say it.
That's okay.
Associated with also his friend could paint them for us and banner as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I had idea to make this banner looking like a poster, and there we go. We got collab.
Nice. That's very interesting. And follow-up question, you guys have that team collab. What's the relationship like with your teammates? I mean, I know you've played with some of them in past tournaments, but, you know, how long have you guys known each other? Do you guys play other games together, like other than Osu? Or do you guys just talk to each other when tournaments come around?
I have the best relationship with Itness and Kenty, of course. We are playing other games together, and I like everyone in my team. One time I had problem with Propelli, but I hope everything was explained and together we will play normally like before. But
Nice.
yeah, I love everyone, and with Itness, I know Itness from 6WC2, so yeah, that's a long story, you know.
Wow. I mean, you guys have so much tournament experience. You guys have been around for a long time. You know, do you guys have a roster reveal?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's too late to make one, so.
Oh man. All right. Well, all good. Then we'll follow up to more match-related questions. So, you guys know you guys are going against Russia. What are your thoughts, and what is the scouting process going into the Russia match?
Uh, I didn't finish it yet, but yeah, Russia performed very good in match against Philippines. They won 4 maps against Philippines. That's a lot, more than I expected. Maybe Philippines are weaker without Zix. I don't know. But Russia, looking them score, I can say they are beatable. We can win it. Also, we could lose it to 0. Personally, I don't care that much about score on that match. Russia have a lot unique and good players. That not be easy to match. Again, again, that's not be easy match at all.
Yeah, I mean, both teams have some pretty experienced players. Like the Russia captain has been playing tournaments for a little while. But
Yeah.
off to another question. Are you guys happy with where you are right now? Are you guys fine with losing to Russia, or are you guys wanting to beat Russia and keep going as far as you can? What's the goal for the 6WC for you guys?
So before tournament started, I was aiming to top 6, exactly here. uh, looking at our squad, it was possible to do that, but like I said before, we are able to beat Russia, maybe Indonesia as well, but everyone have to perform like a god in match. That would be something to reach top 3. I don't know if that's possible for us at the moment, but we will strive for it as long as we are in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think anybody who has made it this far has shown that they have the opportunity and the skills to try and keep going farther. And we are nearing closer to the end of the interview, so I'm going to ask 2 more questions. If you had to face a country in the 6WC, who would that be?
Canada.
Canada again?
For the rematch. For rematch.
Hell yeah, you want the rematch? Respect.
Uh-huh. You know that was accident. Who made Gami Crayola himself. He just
I know what happened, don't
um,
worry. It's okay.
yeah, you know what happened.
And with the final question, since this pre-match interview will be shown before the match, is there anything you want to say to any of the Poland watchers before the match goes, or any of the Russian viewers? Anything you want to say to your opponents?
um, have fun playing Kosu and make the best one win.
Heck yeah. And that will be conclude the pre-match interview with the Poland captain Sabe. Thank you so much for joining me. Apologize for being a little bit late. And I hope everyone will enjoy the following up match that we have, one of the most interesting matches of the weekend. So yeah, we're going to be closing out. It was me, Maiji, in the commentary booth, and Sabe. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
See ya.
Мы летим на Сузуки быстрее скорости звука. Я чувствую твою руку, сука. Мы летим на Сузуки быстрее скорости звука. Я чувствую твою руку, сука.
The European continent. A continent that usually had the best 6WC players throughout the years. The countries of which almost always advanced to finals or grand finals. The Italy's glory in 6WC2 is still remembered to this day. Same goes for Poland, almost beating the USA in 6WC3 grand finals. However, this year, the only representatives of the continent left in the tournament are Russia and Poland. And how ironic that those two great powers will have to fight each other today in the losers bracket. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you the match that will determine the strongest European country of this year, Russia Seed 5 versus Poland Seed 8. Join us and see the history being made in 6-digit World Cup 2025. Taking the honors of commentating this legendary battle is me, Feloxen, your 6WC admin, and joining me today is one of the most prominent and respectful 6WC commentators of all time. It's the lovely Xaria. Xaria, take it away, man.
That is one hell of an introduction, Feloxen. Way to really set the stage for how hyped this matchup is. Yeah, that is correct. This is the final European battle to determine who is the supreme ruler of the European continent. Russia versus Poland, two incredibly strong teams in their own respects. I am excited.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yes, so far I'm pretty sure we have finished with the two warm-ups that the teams just played. And I think we can talk some about the skill sets and the players first. So, regarding the skill sets, from what we have analyzed is that Russia, they seem to be a hard rock focused team. They won hard rocks against Philippines, who were seed 1 in their previous match. They won hard rock 1 and hard rock 2. Definitely the biggest threat for Poland is gonna be hard rock. For the other maps and skill sets that Russia has, I would say, in terms of hiddens, they are really similar to Poland. Their semi-final stats on Hidden 2 and Hidden 3 were really close in terms of scores. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it. Russia is decent on pretty much everything else. While for Poland, they usually play tapping. They definitely picked a lot of those tapping maps against China in their last match. They picked Nomad 2, Nomad 5, DT2, and DT3. And yeah, this is their main focus. Also the free mods, testing your skill set variety and hidden. But this is where it gets fun, because Poland, they literally never picked hard rock against anyone. And it's very unlikely for them to not play hard rock in this matchup, because Russia is your hard rock specialist team. So there's definitely gonna be some very detrimental points that Russia will be able to abuse Poland on. But for Poland as well, generally they are a bit stronger than Russia on tapping, in my opinion. So with that, I'm gonna be really excited to see how our best of 13 match will go, considering this is already finals and we will not only get best of 13, so first to 7 points will advance, but also it's gonna be 3 band phases. So this is where your strategies are gonna matter even more than previous matches.
So we have had the protect and bans come in. Poland go for a no mod 2 protect, Russia go for a free mod 3 protect, Poland goes for a DT3 ban, and Russia goes for a free mod 1 ban. Poland really trying to protect that speedy mechanics that they love so much. Especially these no mod 2s, these no mod 5s, they really love to play these. Russia going for the free mod 3 protect, which is the flow aim free mod 3, I do believe, opting to ban the free mod 1, which is the aim consistency map.
Yep, indeed, pretty interesting so far. Poland, one thing interesting about Team Poland is that when it comes to Nomad 2 and Nomad 5, they are super strong. They can probably beat almost any team left in the tournament. But when it comes to like high BPM maps, and especially the DT maps like DT2 and DT3, like even looking at quals, they didn't do as good as they did on Nomad 2. So yeah, that's definitely showing that raw mechanics is way more accessible for them. While for Russia, looks like they also have a pretty much various skill set, and Russia is picking Nomad 2 from what I'm seeing.
What?
Right after getting protected. Huh?
Okay, we're going for the incredibly deranged plays right off the bat. If that's not an indicator as to where this is going, I don't know what is. That is a wild first pick.
Man, no, Russia is really trying to just ego boost themselves and to like mental boom Poland right here, because this is the protective Team Poland and Russia is immediately picking it, leaving Poland without protect. And not only that, but it also means that Russia, they definitely think that they can get a break point on that map. if Poland even picked it. So they decided to do it themselves. Definitely a banger move. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is your Noma 2, our custom map and our custom song as well, mapped by Astronic, powered by Yobimo Entertainment. Splendid, quite ecstatic. It's gonna be the first map of today. The map itself is pretty stamina draining, I would say, and you know, it's just your typical Noma 2 with a banger song, really positive one. So, you know, keep positivity in chat and in the game as well, and try to have fun. But with that, we will see if the gamble from Team Russia will work out.
And what if it doesn't? Because if it doesn't, this kind of seems like an incredibly stupid idea. So like, it's a very all-in kind of situation. Because if Russia win this, it's gonna be a major mental blow to Poland. But if they lose this, then they've kind of just wasted a map pick for no reason.
I mean, you know what, Xavier? I think even if Russia loses the map, it's still gonna be kind of painful for Poland because they will be left without to protect, while Russia will still have it. And this is gonna matter a lot in the end game, but regardless, we're gonna finally see the lineups: Satori Dupont, Sousadov, Opsodark, and Yamisaki for Team Russia, while for Poland you're seeing Cuba, Kretuba, Propelli, and Tianling. Players to look out for from both teams, I would say definitely Cuba and Kretuba, the two carries of Team Poland by stats for many of the previous rounds. Kretuba even getting top 9 by individuals in semifinals, while for Russia, it's probably gonna be Satori and Absolute Dark, as those are your tap-in specialists supported by Sousadov and Yamisaki. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's get straight into our custom map and our custom song Noma 2.
So here we are on the first map of finals. Absolute Dark find the break right from the start. Gonna swing this in favor of Team Poland very slightly at the start, but the accuracy does actually prevent the flip. Russia with the very strong accuracies compared to Team Poland, who are somewhat struggling, as both two members of Team Poland below 93%. And just actually flipping Poland's favor again there as the combo exponential does start to kick in. Poland do hold the initiative at the moment with that combo advantage, but on a map like this where it's very difficult to break, and if you do break, it's going to be incredibly punishing with how note lock works. I would not expect that to hold at all.
Indeed, man, and so far Poland is just showing us why they are notorious on those Noma 2 map slots. In the previous match, they completely gapped Ukraine, who is a very strong tapping team. Same goes for China, and just overall, Noma 2 is something that Poland has always had in their pocket. Even in quals, the highest seed that they had was on that Noma 2, which they got top 3 on out of anybody in the lobby, and so far they are accuracy gapping Russia by a bit, and that break from Absolute Dark definitely helped, and as we get in the second KI.
That is a quad FC while we're halfway through the map. That is not looking good for Team Russia. Oh, but Tianling just find the break there. Oh, the commentator curses began already. Oh boy. So now it is Russia who could potentially take the lead here, but that accuracy gap is going to prevent it from flipping as quickly. But it really doesn't matter as the score lead drops so rapidly down to 10k already. Going, 5k, 3k, 2k, gone. Team Russia take the lead.
Oh, this is terrible for Team Poland, as Absolute Dark is recovering pretty well. It's just a reverse choke, and the accuracy department is also not struggling, while Tianling finding another break. It doesn't matter as much as he was already the one who got a break, but still, it is a 3-way versus a 3.5 FC. Tianling breaking once again as we're getting the last KI. Exactly, I don't think there's gonna be enough, but Sousadov is breaking.
But it doesn't matter, that's a 130k lead. Poland don't really have the momentum to flip this. It's 3 FCs versus 2 and a good support team. That's practically even. Even if Sousadov is really strong. Oh!
Ooh.
That break from Imisaki almost caused something bad. The score lead immediately drops to 84k, but it doesn't matter, as Russia, with the incredibly bold picking your opponent's protect strategy, actually works. They get a point.
Wait, and this is tragic for Team Poland. They would need like 10 more seconds of the map and the score lead would just flip over to them. But that did not happen as the map is 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Russia is gonna be winning Poland's protect right here. And they basically just left Poland without their main weapon in this match. I'm not sure how Poland will react to this. Any normal team, any average 6WC team would definitely kind of get mental boomed because of that. But Poland is actually doing the same thing that Russia did. They are picking their own protect, which is Freebot 3. Xaria, what is this?
Why are we ego picking in the finals? This is not the time to do this! If they get a breakpoint trade from this, I've officially lost the plot. Because why could we'll worry about that timeline if it happens. But anyway, Poland responding to Russia's bold move in equally bold fashion. 3-1-3, flow aim.
But no, that's actually crazy, Xaria. I mean, Poland, they definitely have a brilliant captain, which is Xabe, the guy who managed to get Poland to top 2 of 6WC3, as we mentioned in our introduction. And now he is definitely adapting really good for this match, replying with protect pick to other protect pick of their own. Frima 3, Party Night, gonna be your 160 BPM flow tapping. And this map is definitely very tricky. There is a reason why Russia picked it. But Poland, I think they know what they're doing. I don't think they are going to let that slip.
Yeah. Honestly, and even if you lose this, taking the protects off the board isn't a terrible strategic outcome. Because you only go down one breakpoint, which is relatively recoverable, especially in a match this long, first to 7. So this might actually be another very good strategic decision. And to remind everyone how free mod rules work, in case anyone needs a reminder, it is 1 hard rock, hidden hard rock also an option, 1 combination of hidden or easy, 1 force mod, and 1 true free mod, which means no mod is on the table. I suspect we won't see too much over modding, especially as the maps get this hard, and this isn't the kind of map where you'd like double hard rock to avoid the hidden, because it's only AR 8.5, which is relatively approachable compared to say an anti-mod AR 8.
Indeed, man. Regarding the mod combinations, pretty sure Poland, they did pick double hard rocks in their previous Frima 2 maps that they played, but this time around seems like this is not gonna happen. Actually, it's gonna be easy. Matter of fact, from Cuba, from what I'm seeing, Kretubo is hidden hard rock, then we have Xabi with hidden and Quenti with no mod for that one stable guaranteed FC. While for Team Russia, it is gonna be double hard rock, which is super tricky, Xaria. Associated with no mod, your consistency demon, and Obstil Dark with hidden.
Well, that was a pretty chaotic opening, as we do see quite a few breaks early on from all sides. Team Poland seem to have stabilized with the lead here, owing to the breaks from Team Russia. And Misaki finds another break on the hard rock. Again, a very bold strategy from Russia to go for the double hard rock, but it doesn't seem to be working out this time. Although, this is a long enough map that the margin of error doesn't prevent it, should prevent it from not snowballing too hard.
Yeah, for sure. So far, Poland, that easy FC is definitely paying off. And Cuba, with 99% accuracy, so far we're getting in the first KI, no one is breaking, everyone has recovered. Yamisaki and Kretuba both found almost 300 combo recovers, but Absolute Dark was hidden is going to be a detrimental miss for Team Russia, as now we only have Sosadov and Satori the Pawn FC against a almost three-way going on for Team Poland.
Yeah, it's this. Oh, but Satori the Pawn does drop on the hard rock as well. Team Poland kind of storming away with the lead right now. And Sosadov breaks on no mod, but Kasabi does immediately trade on the hidden. Oh, Katuba drops on the hard rock. It's 2 FCs and 1... I'll never freaking mind. Wow, that's two for 2 on the commentator curses right there. What a way to start the match. Russia really lacking any kind of combo. Team Poland with a double FC.
Exactly. This is something I would not expect from Team Poland and Cuba as well. The easy player is carrying the team right now. I mean, Cuba, of course, being really good at consistency, but it's one of those rare occasions when the easy scorer is actually the one not bringing your team down. And Quenti, of course, with that no mod support reverse choke. So far, both of them are looking forward to just FCing the rest of the map. Kratuba Sabi also with the recoveries, and Xaria, it's already 500k score difference. I am pretty sure this is gonna be a breakpoint after a breakpoint on your protected maps.
Why is this the 4th time now I've seen teams fraud out on their protects? That should not happen at all, and I've seen it happen 4 times! Why can people not protect properly? But anyway, enough of me crashing out. That is an absolutely bonkers score from Cuba. Easy FC.
I guess easy is the strategy. What can I say?
He's almost top lobbying on easy without the multiplier. That is crazy.
I mean, no, it makes sense. It makes sense because with easy, the spacing between those flow patterns is definitely way less than as if it was even with no mod. So Cuba definitely practiced the map and he knows what he's doing. The easy multiplier was counted in the score line, so 700k score difference is the actual score difference of this outcome. And ladies and gentlemen, both teams are now not having any protects left. And we are not even into our second ban phase. It's the first 2 maps that were picked as protect. So now I think this is where the actual mind games will begin. Russia and Poland, they've already kind of tried to ego on each other, but it didn't work out as planned for Team Russia, as Poland insta-replied with their own pick. And it looks like, Xaria, that both of the teams have a lot of maps. Pretty much, I would say, even if Russia picks anything else, Poland will have a solid chance of taking another breakpoint because so far, this is exactly how it's looking.
And honestly, after that just happened, if these teams have done any kind of preparations, I think all the preparations kind of get thrown into question here. Because if you pick protects and you're both lost, what does that say about the rest of your strategy? Team Russia go right for the no mod free, the what is that, the snappy alt control map, aim control map?
Oh hey, guys, this is, ladies and gentlemen, the map, which is another custom song that we have in our pool, supported by Yobimo Entertainment, and as you can see, it was made by Fabs and F777. I'm pretty sure all of those rhythm game fans, all those platformer fans like Geometry Dash, and also you guys already know who this guy is. So huge props to Yobimo Entertainment and F777 for bringing us such a banger. It's gonna be variable pressure mapped by Plasma, not the fake one, but the actual United Kingdom player which played OWC. So that's definitely something that I would not expect to say anytime in my life, but this is gonna be your normal 3 in 6WC. 150 BPM, 5.3 SR. This is quite a challenging normal 3, I must say. Not only it has your snap pile, but also some flow, some stop and go patterns here and there. Definitely testing your skill set, your aim control, versatility at maximum. And so far looks like both teams already sent their lineups.
I wonder, maybe Russia's trying to do an elite strategy here where they pick all of the custom songs in order. I mean, they've gone No Mod 2, the first Yobimo custom, No Mod 3, the second Yobimo custom. If they go No Mod 5 next, I think I've cracked Team Russia's strategy.
Yeah, for sure, man. But yeah, so far looks like both teams are ready enough. We will see how this goes. Yeah.
Okay, so we are probably going to see Satori Dupont, Sosadov, Absolute Dark, and Imisaki coming in for Team Russia. Same lineup as before. Poland performing a couple substitutions. Itness and Propelli coming in now. And we will be seemingly getting to No Mod 3 quite shortly. That is a very quick ready up for by my standards. I was expecting to wait like a couple minutes, but here we go. It's No Mod 3 time as we do experience some Bancho issues, for Christ's sake. Please hold while Bancho fixes itself. And, okay, here we go. It's No Mod 3 time! Just very early on, you're going to expect a lot of accuracy drops here. This map does not hold back at all. Right from the start, there's some tricky patterns here. Team Russia, Team Poland do take an early here. Imisaki does find a break right at the start.
Yeah, so far the accuracy difference is once again on the side of Poland and the combo gaming as well. It is spot on for Team Poland with another break from Absolute Dark is gonna matter a lot. Kretuba finally gonna be the first one to go down for the side of Team Poland. It is still not done for sure because the map is pretty long, as you could see. And now it is a two-way versus a three-way, 70k score difference, and all the teams are seeing that break and that score difference.
I imagine neither of the teams are freaking out too much as Propelli just find the drop, though that might start setting off some alarms in their head. And then Misaki does trade again, but that is no, the scoreboard is still actually quite even, so the score lead, well, Propelli just break again, but that won't make too much of a oh, Itness dropping, that's going to make a difference. Now it goes in favor of two FCs and the supporting on Team Russia versus one FC and the supporting in favor of Team Poland. Just going to slowly start chipping into the score lead there, already down to 26k from like, I think 36 it was earlier?
Yep, for sure, Xaria. This map got hands for sure. Cuba and Itness. Itness, the veteran of Team Poland, one of the most experienced ones. Even he is struggling with the map. Satori Dupont with that high combo just lost it. So now leaving Sosadov the only one. The lead is already on their side. But now Sosadov, the world depends on him and Absolute Dark as well, as it is now only Kretuba with that recovery. But still, if Sosadov and Absolute Dark find those breaks, Kretuba is gonna take over the lead. And with that slow part helping Russia, they will need to focus on the remaining of the map and try and hold those combos, maintain those high accuracies as much as they can.
For the tricky aim section, Propelli just get tripped upon that, but Team Russia continue to hold the advantage. Up to 100k score lead, highest it's been at any point in the match. Sosadov and Absolute Dark just really running away with the lead here. It's literally just those two, yeah. Kretuba is trying to keep Poland in the game here, but while those two hold, there's not really anything they can do. And these breaks on top of that are not helping Team Poland's case at all.
Indeed, even Kretuba, the best control player, not having enough hard power to just destroy Russia on that because Absolute Dark finding the break, but Sosadov is the one not letting anything happen for Poland in their favor. Already 600k score, which is definitely very surprising from Sosadov. The accuracy is not that great, but Sosadov, it doesn't care about it. It's already 1k combo, and he owns the finish line of this map, staying unmatched by absolutely anyone in the lobby.
And that's going to be a pretty dominant win from Team Russia there, winning by 300k. Honestly, even with those, like, very high scores from Team Russia, the main problem there, I think, was Team Poland just really couldn't find a foothold. Like, there's continuous breaks all throughout the map after the second half. There's just, even if there were breaks on Team Russia's side, there's just no way to flip it back in there would be no way to flip it back in their favor, really.
Indeed, and just want to mention that is actually an FC from Sosadov, so huge score from them. 92% accuracy FC, definitely not the map I would expect to get FC in the first match of finals in 6WC, as it is by far definitely not the easiest map in the pool. It's on the harder side actually, so Russia definitely practiced their maps, they know what they're doing. And with that, Poland is gonna decide on the last map before we get in the second band phase. And Xaria, it looks like they're picking the hidden one, which is actually, we were just talking about maps being more accessible or less accessible. This is the map that is way more accessible for the player base. It's just some awkward aim and just some generic aim mixed, blend in with each other. So gonna definitely expect to see at least 2 or 3 FCs in the lobby.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the more simpler maps because it is just pure awkward aim. There's no gimmicks, no nonsense, just 5.6 star aim. So makes sense that Team Poland might want to go for this because we've seen that they can do really well on these very basic mechanics maps like No Mod 2. Assuming, of course, that their aim is as good as their tapping, which based on history, I don't know for a fact, but I'll gladly be proven wrong in that respect.
Yeah, man, I see. But yep, it's gonna be your banger Vocaloid song. We had to reach the quota. Poland, when it comes to hit. Wait, sorry?
This is a VTuber song. The
Whoopsie, whoopsie.
The
Wait,
Vocaloid's hidden free!
I confused the words. You can, yeah, you can make fun of me, but anyway, after the match, ladies and gentlemen, your VTuber song, Poland definitely being capable of playing both tapping and reading heavy maps, so Hidden One should not be a problem for them at all. For Russia as well, I am pretty sure they did something with Hidden One their previous match. They actually banned Hidden One in semifinals against the Philippines. So I guess this is one more reason for Poland to pick that map, which is also Hidden One, same map slot, though it is a very different skill set, I would say, from the last round's Hidden One. So we will see how this goes for them. But so far, Russia standing in Satori, Sosedov, Obsoldark, and Shusowa first appearance, and Poland with Kretuba, properly Xabe, and Itnes, the older players of Team Poland are stepping in to show how it is supposed to be done. And with that, let's start Shion, our Hidden One map.
Here we go! Hidden One time! I am particularly interested to see the outcome of this match, because it will establish the precedent for how these teams approach aim, even if this is awkward aim, because there actually is a decent bit of awkward aim in this pool, isn't there? As Kretuba does find an early drop there, the lead swings in favor of Team Russia.
Yeah, for sure, so far, looks like Russia's not having any problems with those accuracies and with those combos. Shusowa finding the first break, but he got traded by Xabe right away. Still though, the lead is on the side of Russia, and it's only helping them because it is 3 FCs versus 2 so far, as we finally passed through our first intersection of the map. And so far looks like Satori Dupont and Sosedo are top scorer in the lobby with equal accuracies actually.
I mean, that's not completely unprecedented. Oh, but Satori Dupont does unfortunately misread there, I think. Absolute Dark immediately chain misses there as well. Kretuba trades out, but Team Poland immediately flipped the lead there by 20 to 20k.
Yeah, very surprising by Team Poland and Team Russia as well, as now the tables have turned. Just rapidly, with that we are getting our first Ki, and properly is finding a break right away on that. Now we're getting that break. It is Itnes versus Sosedo. From what I am seeing, they both understand that they are rivaling each other. The battle of your consistency carries. Russia definitely not gonna let themselves down, because aim is definitely something that it is their hidden weapon. Even though in quals they didn't do as great as they could have in other rounds, like round of 16 and quarterfinals, I'm pretty sure they got top 1 on those no mod 1 maps, which also some of them were awkward aim. But regardless, now it is happening, and Russia once again, they are having that lead, even though it is Poland, it's Poland's pick, and Satori Dupont was Obsoldark seeing the double break right here.
Russia take the lead, but immediately lose it to 3 breaks on their end. It's just Sosedov holding combo on Team Russia. Team Poland, on the other hand, have the supporting combos, and they continue to hold the lead when Russia make those mistakes. 1 FC and 2 decent supportings versus 1 FC and literally nothing. That is the difference maker. Quarter there. Oh, Sosedov drops! That's massive! No combo on the side of Team Russia. Team Poland run away with it now. 200k. Oh, boy.
Yeah, and this is how your team is supposed to look like. They know what they have done. Everyone is holding very decent combos so far. Xabe and Itnes top score in the lobby. The most experienced players of Team Poland throughout the years are definitely showing us why they were definitely deserved of getting that second place in 6WC3. But regardless, it is 500k score difference, very dominant manner by Team Poland. The last KI is being hit by everybody on the side of Team Poland, while Russia is just shattering. They're seeing so many breaks, only Absolute Dark trying his best, but it's not gonna be enough. Poland is gonna be taking another point. So far, ladies and gentlemen, no break points. Very stable teams, very stable performances, and we're getting to the second ban phase.
I was gonna say, wait, what about the first rotation? I'm like, wait, no, that was protect training,
Yeah.
not breakpoint training. My bad.
I mean, it was not supposed to happen, but it did somehow.
It was a
Like,
circus, but not in the way it's usually a circus.
I know, right? Man, I've been playing those 30s for 3 years, and I have never seen such a thing happening in any of the matches where teams just trading their protects by picking each other protects.
Like I said earlier, well, I would say bold, but honestly, I think ballsy is the more proper term, given how
You're right. He's so right, chat. But yeah, we're finally gonna be getting to our second ban phase, as this tournament follows your Corsairs ban and pick order structure. After each 4 maps, we will see another ban phase. So after that ban phase, players are gonna play 4 more maps, and there we will start our third ban phase if the match is not over by that time. Cause yeah, this time, starting from finals, you will have 3 bans per team at max. But now, Xaria, what do we think Russia will get rid of?
Literally anything aim consistency related after what just happened there. And give it the free mod 1 ban as well. So, like, a no mod 1 or a hard rock 1 probably seem good at the moment.
I see. I would not be really sure about Hard Rock 1, as Hard Rock 1 is something that Russia can very well abuse Poland and reveal their weakness on that Hard Rock map slot anyway. But Nomad 1, I think even though it is awkward aim, they will still want to get rid of that, but never mind.
Okay.
Russia... Wait, this is really interesting. Russia picked Nomad 2 and banned Nomad 5. The reconsideration of Team Russia, just the adaptation of that team in the match is definitely beyond me. But we will see how this goes, because Poland, they did lose Nomad 2. But
I mean, No Mod 2 and No Mod 5 seem... They're not that similar, honestly, aside from the fact that they're tapping, but it's a very different kind of tapping. No Mod 5 is very finger controlly and it's very bursty and speedy. And considering how hard Poland kind of dominated No Mod 5 last round from what I remember, maybe Russia's not so confident they can get a point like No Mod 2. Now it's Poland's turn to ban. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what seems good for Poland.
I mean, Xaria, honestly, after your game strategy just getting flipped over because of the first pick that Team Russia made, both teams not having their protects, and both teams trading each other's protects, I would definitely reconsider my life choices about like the strong aspects that both of the teams have. So honestly, I think I think both countries should just trade their own strategies, because they will unironically work against each other.
Honestly, like, the difference maker is the fact that it's match day. That is the X factor that the planning never accounts for. How you do on match day? Sometimes it goes overly well, sometimes it goes horribly wrong, as we just saw. Poland's gonna go for the No Mod 4 ban, which is the tech.
Yep, so many custom maps are getting banned. Custom map by Vox, No Mod 4, not gonna be played today. Same goes for that No Mod 5 mapped by Prodi, with the custom song from Prodi as well. Definitely such a shame, we're not gonna see those 2 absolute bangers, but we still have a lot of map slots to present to you, and hopefully we will get to see a bunch of them before we finish the match. But Xaria, one thing for sure is that I know that before the second ban phase, teams were actually picking the maps at a pretty fast pace, I would say. But now it is taking them really long to decide on those bans, and now it is taking even longer for Russia to decide their next pick.
I don't really blame them given the strategic blunders that have occurred so far, but are this as well, like, when we're at this midpoint in the match, it can be good to kind of just take a time out and just reevaluate yourself. Because we've got it's a fairly lenient timer, it's 2 minutes, isn't it, for picks, so just take a minute to just consider your actions before we head into the second phase of the match. Because dropping breakpoints at this point is a little bit worse as the map pool gets smaller and smaller and the good picks start to kind of fade away for more uncomfortable things.
Indeed. I mean, I really hope it is not 3 minutes for the picks, because at this ratio we would actually like have to commentate the match for 2.5 hours.
It's not an Osu match without excessive stalling.
Nah, it's the reason is that it is a 6-digit rivalry, and it's what? Huh? No, you cannot be real. No, you cannot be real with that.
After what just happened, Russia, this isn't ballsy anymore. It's idiotic.
Whoa, hold up.
Okay, not idiotic. My apologies.
Wait a minute.
I might sound a bit. This isn't ballsy anymore. It's dangerous.
It's dangerous. Like,
yeah, that's better. That's better.
Like there is a very small difference between being brave and being an idiot. We will get to see how it will turn out for Team Russia, because definitely a surprising pick from them. They just got gapped by Poland by 500,000 team score on that hidden one, which was awkward aim. And now Nomad 1 is actually it does have awkward aim, but it's not only that, but some light tech here and there. I think, Xaria, half of the reason for Russia picking Nomad 1 actually could be that ban of Nomad 4 by Team Poland, as even though, of course, Nomad 4 is a way more tech-heavy pick, Nomad 1 still has some of that in it, and therefore could be reasonable.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I was kind of... Because I legitimately forgot this isn't a regular Nomad 1, because Mirage hates pulling regular Nomad 1s. It's light tech, isn't it? Which is quite different from Hidden 1, now that I think about it. So maybe this is actually another genius strategy. I'm just too short-sighted to notice.
If it is, I'm very excited to see how this will go, because so far, a very surprising matchup that we are seeing, and just what a way to start the biggest European rivalry of 6WC in this year. But yeah, Mental Chainsaw, ladies and gentlemen, kind of a higher BPM A map. I think the most similar map that we have had in our previous pools that is alike with this one is definitely Sugar Rush, our quarterfinals Nomad 1, which also was pretty much light techy, and having those just cross-screen jumps here and there. This map also features some of those jumps that are very inconvenient when it comes to mouse drift if you are a mouse player on the map. But yep, with that we're gonna finally be seeing our lineup: Satori Dupont, Soulside of Shusoa, and also Dark 4 Team Russia. Poland, Kvertuba Quenti, Properly, and Itness are stepping in, and we will see who will get the advantage on this map and on the match scoreline.
So it's Nomad 1 time! Well, I would comment on the score, but again, it's actually, this is quite short for a Nomad 1, so maybe it is worth commenting. I'm letting my Nomad 1 prejudice prohibit me from talking about this, for God's sake! What happens when you put an old man to commentate these new era kind of pools? Satori Dupont has find an early drop swing in favor of Team Poland, up to 10k!
Oh man, that is true. Very interesting pulls, but Xaria, this is CDC pulling. It definitely brings a lot of surprises in players' experience, but now we're getting to those reverse kick slider back and forth sections, and we're seeing a couple of breaks here and there. Double break from Russia, from Sosedov and Shusova, while Poland is gonna be losing their FC for Propely and Krotuba, but we're just seeing a lot of breaks as we're getting in the first KI from Dark as well.
Yeah, that's a half an FC versus 2 FCs. Team Poland. Oh, never mind, 1 FC. Oops, that's 3 for 3. Oh, what a streak I'm on. 100k lead for Team Poland. It's like Team Russia just kind of trying to prevent this from snowballing out of control as Itness runs away with an FC.
It's just Itness versus Satori the Pawn, but now it's actually gonna be only Satori the Pawn. Right as Xaria mentioned about Itness's FC. The guy just lost it, now it is Satori the Pawn. It is his show, he's gonna start bringing back the lead, and it's... Wait, it's actually not really going towards Russia.
Well, because Russia has no supporting combo!
That is wild.
It's just Satori with the 500 trying to fight back against a 300 combo. Why am I cursing so many people today? It's never normally this bad!
Stop. Okay, there's a slow part. Surely we will see no misses here. So we're gonna have a calm minute of commentating. Oh my god.
Why are we double breaking up the slow section? What are we doing? What?
Wait, I'm coughing. Wait. Okay, anyway. The last...
What's happening? God, is this what? Wait, combo reset for Poland! Hold on here! Satori to Pawn with the 800, the only combo on the board is Propelli kind of tries to prevent it. Hold on! 80k! There might... No,
oh man, there is like 20 seconds left, and Satori the Pawn finding the break. That is gonna be the nail in the coffin for Team Russia. Poland finally gonna be securing the break point in this match. Propelli recovered, and everyone else on the side of Team Poland recovered. This is what allowed them to get that 100k score difference, but that was one hell of a map to commentate this area.
Well, that was definitely not a regular no-one one in that respect either. Poland take from that absolute clown show where no one could get combos reliably apart from Satori to Pawn. Poland take a break point by 123k.
I mean, props for Satori the Pawn with that 900 combo, but getting no support by his team. And this is one of the things that Russia has, I would say. Russia, they always has those specialists. In the match against Philippines, we did see that. Because for any map, they had at least one FC per lobby. But anyway, it's not something like they were not getting those double and triple FCs. It's usually was dependent on one of those carries that Team Russia had and those specialists. This time, they will need more than just one specialist to FC a map. And this is what Poland actually has the upper hand on Russia because they support each other. And in terms of skills, they are pretty close to each other. So any of them can just step out and carry your team with getting relatively good support. So this is what happened on Nomad 1. And so far, Poland is looking forward to capitalizing the difference as we are gonna be seeing, wait, what is it, Harvard 2 pick?
That's another one I'm a bit, I don't know on. Like, didn't we just establish Russia is like really good at Hard Rock?
Yeah, we did.
Unless Poland knows something we don't.
I mean, we for sure did establish that because Russia, they did win Hard Rock 2 against Philippines, who were seed 1. And Poland now are gonna be picking Hard Rock 2. This
Maybe
map...
Poland knows something we don't. Maybe Poland knows something we don't.
I think so, but I mean, with all of the respects, this Hard Rock 2 is a bit different skill set from the previous one. This one is just your awkward aim, and the map is just purely aim. There is like almost no burst. There is like one triple in the entire map, but pretty much everything else you could just single tap, and it is not long as well, so your consistency will not matter as much as it mattered on those No Mode 1 and Hidden 1 maps that we saw earlier on.
So maybe Poland's trying to aim abuse here. Like,
Ooh.
if they're confident that Russia can't really is kind of is weak at aim consistency, and this map is pure aim. If Poland are confident they can get a decent score on this might actually work out for them. Because tournaments aren't about being good, they're about being better than your opponent. And if Poland feels they can be better, this might be a good way for them to get a breakpoint lead as Russia call a timeout.
Ooh. You know, I don't think Russia expected Poland to pick that map. I was analyzing Team Poland. They did not seem to pick any of those hard rock maps in previous rounds, at least in quarters and semis. But yeah, I guess this match will bring us so many upsets, so many crazy tourney momentums that we have never seen before in this tournament. And I'm very happy to see that.
The plans both of the teams have made are in utter shambles. After just right off the bat, you come in, but you do all this preparation throughout the week because it's such an important match. You come into this, Russia abandons all sense of reasonable logic, picks Poland to protect, wins it, and then Poland immediately protect trade back. Like, any plans are no longer valid anymore after that. God,
indeed. That is incredible indeed. And I mean, even for Russia, I would say Haruk 2 is definitely something they can get those FCs on. Consider...
wait.
Oh.
Thank you for the
alright.
Canada. Indonesia,
Yeah.
Canada coverage while we wait.
Okay, in the meantime, if you want to see both matches getting played, you can also check our Canada versus Indonesia match at the right left of your screen.
What do you mean the right left? It's in the left.
Oh, I mean the top left of your screen.
The right left of the screen! The center! The center! The top bottom of the screen!
The top bottom No. Can we not talk about me getting language barriers, please?
Language barrier diff? The left, right of the screen.
No, we're getting fired. We are getting fired with this one. Xaria, stop. Mirage is watching the match. This is not gonna go well.
This is going incredible. What do you mean? It's going incredible. Isn't this entertaining?
I think so.
Isn't this entertaining? Isn't that what we're here for?
That's a note for future. Never say left, right corner. Yeah, regardless, 30 minutes left until the timeout ends. Oh, looks like both of the teams are already in there, securing their lineup. So, fun talkative minute is over, and let's get back to the actual derby of the match. Satori Dupont, Ayami Sakinelti, and Absolute are gonna be facing off Kurtuba, Quenti properly, and Tianling, and so far already a lot of breaks coming in from both sides.
As expected from a map this, punishing low CS, high CS awkward aim is a recipe for pain. As Nelty, who was subbed in specifically for this map, is the only decent combo on the board. That alone brings Russia up to a 100k score lead. This map is so short, it's gonna snowball out of control insanely quickly.
I mean, Xara, this is something that I was the most scared of because Russia, they are notorious for those hard rock skills, and Nelity, the team captain of 6EC that they had, is now showing off his true skills. 93% accuracy, FC carrying the team so far. Yamisaki with Satori Dupont, crazy support scores, and we're already approaching the half mark of the map itself, 200k score difference. This is not looking good for Poland.
Nope. As turns out, the plans and the free match analysis does carry at least some validity, as it turns out. as Russia, the on paper better Hard Rock team, are in fact winning the Hard Rock map. There's a third left. It's looking incredibly bad.
This
Watching
is
Poland.
indeed. I mean, Poland, they're trying their best. They have those recoveries. No one is missing so far from the lobby, but it is not enough. Russia is staying as consistent as they could have possibly have. Yamasaki gonna finally be the first one to fall on the side of Team Russia with that big combo. The lead is gonna slowly start shifting, but with Nality, actually, it's gonna start shifting even more. This is the carry of Team Russia that they just lost, and he is finding another break. Poland, they need to hold on to their combo so dearly, but this is not gonna be enough, I'm pretty sure.
No, definitely not. As Team Russia take a break point and equalize out the breakpoint trade as we head into the 4th rotation now, I think? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we in breakpoint hell now? I feel
We
like
are. They're just picking for each other at this point. Right as I said, they could just trade their strategies. They would have worked out the same way. But now, will we see the tradition getting broken or not in the next pick is the question for the next map that Russia will have to determine. But so far, Satori Dupont definitely carrying Team Russia, getting almost 800k score. This guy, I would want to say, in their previous matches, Satori Dupont wasn't shining as he could have potentially. But now it looks like he finally warmed up for 6WC and he is going off. 3-3 match score and nothing is decided yet. This is definitely a way closer matchup that I have expected so far, Xaria.
Absolutely. No team has really gotten a significant advantage in the points so far. Like, we have seen incredibly dominant maps, but even in close matches, that's a fairly common occurrence. The question is, how do we go moving forward? The map pool is getting smaller and smaller, as there's not really a lot left from the things these teams like to play, because these teams really like to play, like, their nomads, and there's not only one nomad left, and, like...
And like its gimmick, it's AR7 system.
We're gonna have to dip. They're gonna have to dip their toes into DT soon, which neither team seems to want to do.
I think so. And regarding those DTs, DT1 I would say gonna be a more Polish favored pick. For DT2, I'm not sure honestly. Considering Poland banned, DT3 is gonna be another Russia favored pick. So if any Russians are watching the stream, they might actually go for that. I am not sure, but I think this might be the way the DT2 is gonna actually be happening, be getting played. Your Fluttershy background DT2 map is gonna be seen on the streaming area. Are you excited about that?
Wait, so they banned the nomad speed only to pick the DT speed.
Oh my god! Wait, don't even get me started. Wait, this does.
Unless, okay, maybe Russia just really likes DT speed specifically, because DT speed is quite different from nomad speed at this SR. So maybe there's some 5D chess strategy here that my mortal brain cannot comprehend. But like, it does seem like another strange choice.
I mean, hey, after all, a bit different skill sets anyway. DT2 is gonna be testing your speed cap test. It's 260 BPM bursts, while Nomad 5 is more of your finger control heavy map, finger control speed, while DT2 having no finger control is actually gonna be a bit more accessible for Poland considering they banned DT3. We will see how this goes. But so far, if this is going to be another breakpoint, I would not be surprised. And honestly, this map, just regarding what it has in itself, well, first of all, it is your highest SR map of the pool. It's 5.84 SR with DT. And of course, it is pretty long as well for a DT map, 2 minutes 37 seconds. So not only it tests your 260 BPM burst tapping, but also some stamina, especially once we will get to the ending sections of the map.
Yeah, it's really gonna test that high BPM stamina. And it's incredibly brutal in that regard, because again, it's just so long and like so. This map never really has any breaks, does it?
I'm pretty sure it does have like one, but that is it. The map is really long. The first quarter of the map, or like the first sixth of the map, is pretty chill. It is just a build up to the hell, to the actual hell, where we will just gonna be seeing those 260 BPM bursts here and there in front of our eyes. So yeah, this map, any MLP fans in chat, let us know and join us for a ride to see the outcome of Forever Dreaming DT2 of 6WC 2025.
And we are straight into it. Poland take a very early lead on the accuracy as they hold a double SS. That will probably not be lasting very long at all. Wait, okay, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
As soon as I open my mouth to comment onto it, it just immediately goes away. Tian Ling just find the break though, but Imisaki immediately trades. Absolute Darkness break as well. That doesn't seem to have been traded though. As we're going back and forth, and Team Wade, no, it's still for Ping.
Yeah, for sure. Attic stepping in for the Polish lobby. Attic being one of the strongest tapping players, strongest mechanical players, but he's gonna be the first one to fall, actually traded by Satori the Pawn. But Tian Ling is there with another miss, and Absolute Dark as well. It's now just Nality with an FC against Krituba as Cuba is fighting another break. The map is getting very brutal, and we are only one quarter through the map.
Yeah, and we really see the difference here as Russia have the very good supportings alongside their 1FC, which means they do claw away with the lead here by 160k, just going up and up and up and up and up. Absolute Darkness break there, but again, as long as these supportings in the FC hold, there's really not much Team Poland can do, and they themselves are really struggling to find their footing here. Two members dropping to below 90% accuracy. I think just kind of recover there, but Tian Ling really is struggling.
This is gonna be even worse for Poland once we get to the last third of the map, as their fingers will get started to drain out of stamina, while Nality is feeling better than ever. Look at that accuracy, 99.5, supported by Satori the Pony and Yamisaki with 96 and 95 respectively, while Krituba, of course, trying his best, being the carry of his team. The one-man army is not gonna be enough to counter Team Russia. They are just doing the same thing that happened to Team Russia, to themselves in the previous map. Well, they couldn't carry, but now they got the team power. Hey, never mind, actually, MSI can start the point, they might fall, but I think it is already too late, Xavier.
Yeah, we have very much crossed the point of no return. 500k score lead, even if Russia, I think, stopped playing, I highly doubt Team Poland could bring up enough points to take this, because it's just Cuba. There's no combo in any other player there, and the accuracies are not good either. It's just
Indeed.
really rough.
Krituba and Nality, they both found breaks, no FCs from them, but props to them. Those scores were definitely incredible as we're getting to the last few bursts of the map. Cuba at the end definitely came in clutch, but was a bit too late. That 900k score difference is not gonna do anything. It is not getting to the Polish side, and it is 4-3, ladies and gentlemen. Russia not taking another break point. They're just
good pick there.
Yep.
Genuinely good pick there.
Genuinely good pick, indeed. Yeah, this map definitely tested. This is something you would expect a DT2 map to have. And perfect opportunity for Russia. They used it. The only question is that why they banned No Mod 5 if they got Poland so badly. But anyway, Poland now, it is in their interests to get that last point before we get into our third ban phase.
Maybe it is just the fact, maybe it was just the fact that No Mod 5 is a kind of different map from DT2 that made them not want to pick it. And wait, Kasabi, do you want... Oh, wait, so Kasabi wants to go for Hidden 1, realizes they've already done that, so they go for Hidden 2 instead.
Alright. Man, Kasabi definitely a hidden player by heart. We know that for sure. So yeah, very reasonable Hidden 2 pick from them. It's gonna be another custom map that we have in our finals pool. It got mapped by Necroplasma. So, it is a Russian mapper. It might give the Russians a buff by a bit. We will see how this goes. But regarding the skill set of this map, this one, it is your swing hidden to. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. This is not entirely reading, as this time around we have a lot of reading in Nomad 6, but hidden 2 represents slightly different skill set that is not very much usualized to be put in that map slot.
Yep, it is swing aim, isn't it? Yeah, it's swing slider aim. Very, especially different from last round's hidden 2, which
Oh yeah.
that is that is a horror that bears no that should not be mentioned at this point, because I don't think anyone
Hey,
wants.
my favorite app.
I don't think any of the players want to remember that.
I mean, considering how many beasts we have in this tournament, we saw a couple of FCs on the previous Hidden 2 semifinals map actually. So even though it definitely was a bit overcooked, I would say, it didn't matter as much, as we got some cracked players in this year's 6WC. So if we get to see another Hidden 2 FC in finals now, I will not be surprised. I'm only looking forward to seeing that. But so far looks like we are still not done with the lineups for the map.
I mean, it is a very different map from what we've seen so far, because you really do need to sub in your AR8 specialists here, and you need to sub in your AR8 specialists here, along with kind of maybe like people who play sliders.
Ooh. Wait, and this is the person I expected the most to show up in the lobby. I'm pretty surprised they did not show up for previous maps, but it's gonna be Artisom, the man who definitely outscored everyone on Team Russia by semi-final stats against Philippines. This guy FC'd a lot of maps in the match against Philippines, and now he is stepping into the lobby, and this is gonna start to get interesting. Poland are sending in their best reading players. Xabe, Itnes, Cuba, and Krituba are gonna be rivaling Artisum, Sosedev, Obsoldark, and Shusova. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with our custom map by Necroplasma.
Yeah, early lead just go in favor of Team Russia, like barely, as there's some early breaks from Team Poland from Krituba and Cuba. Obviously, Dark and Shusua?
Yep.
Shusua do trade that. Sosedov also does drop, and it is actually favourite Team Poland at the moment, but the accuracy does prevent the lead from switching. It's 20k for Team... Actually, no. I'm blind. Poland took the lead ages ago.
No, this is... When this is just tragic. Look at those accuracies, Xaria. There is no one getting above 90% accuracy except for Cuba. Krituba finding a break. Itnes and Xabe with Cuba are holding those decent combos, but now as we're getting into our first KI, we're seeing just so many breaks all over the board. Artisum is gonna be fighting Cuba. Artisum, the only FC. The world depends on him right now. He is the eye of the storm, but will he be able to bring back that score lead and not break is the question for the rest of the map.
And Team Russia do flip and take the lead owing to their very strong combo bank so far. On Poland, it really is just Cuba as the rest of the team try and build up those leads. Absolute Darkness break. Russia really want to build up this advantage because of how difficult this map can be and how you can kind of get gamed by Score V2 nonsense here. The bigger that lead, the better. Really want to build that as fast as possible.
Indeed, and as we're saying that, everyone is finding those recoveries. No one is breaking so far, but Sosa is gonna be the one finding a break on the slow section of the map right before the Ki and Artisum. The strongest player of Team Russia on this type of map just lost their combo. Same for Shusua. While Poland, they have definitely recovered pretty well, but that double break was crucial. What is going on?
That was a great recovery from Team Poland as Team Russia completely collapsed, but wait, Cuba, combo reset? Okay, sure.
Hey, I mean, Xaria, this map is definitely way more harder than the previous Hidden 2 that we had for sure. and 50k score difference. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna be seeing any breaks, as this is the last slow section of the map. It's gonna be in favor of Team Poland. So with that, it is not a break point for Team Russia. It is 4-4, and we're getting to our third ban phase. No one is just being able to capitalize those differences. Not Russia, not Poland. The game is very even.
Yeah, that was Cuba who saved it. That 60k score lead pretty much came purely from their score versus the highest one on Russia, which was Artisum. So, big clutch moment there. And second ban phase time. So, honestly, I have no idea anymore. This. Like, we seem to have gone back to normality because we haven't traded any more breakpoints since the second rotation, but like. Russia?
Like,
Wait, it's Poland's ban next year.
oh yeah, it is. It is Polish ban. Honestly, Xavier, I think you could just roll for your next ban. It doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure all the teams can play the rest of the maps in the lobby. And even some of the maps that they cannot play, I think it's just RNG between the two. We don't have many maps left. But Nomad 6 is gonna be the ban from Poland. Stefania is gonna be getting banned. And with that, we are getting rid of our no mod pool overall. We're not gonna see any more maps from that pool. But we still have 1 hidden, 2 hard rocks, 2 DTs, and 1 free mod.
Interesting decision there. I thought Poland would have banned a hard rock, but like. I don't know, I guess they're feeling worse on Nomad 6 in this moment?
Yeah?
Russia? Really? Russia? Hidden free, I think, is the best option here.
Could be.
Given how
could
much
be.
Poland seem to love their hidden, so maybe just get rid of it here and now.
Yeah, that would be reasonable, but honestly, I can understand that Nomad 6 banned from Team Poland. They just lost on a gimmick map to Russia. Oh wait, no,
They didn't.
hold up, they didn't. I actually reconsidered. I frankly don't understand why that happened. But yeah, considering, no, honestly I do, because previous Hidden 2 was definitely very close between the two countries. They had like 40k score difference when it came to stats on that Hidden 2, and Nomad 6 is pretty similar. It has a bunch of overlaps here and there. It is your reading map after all. So Poland trying to get rid of that RNG pick that Russia might have used, but it's not gonna happen. While Russia looks like once we were getting to our mid game of the match, they are starting to have some troubles with determining their last ban.
It's like all of this is so different from what we've seen prior that it's difficult to judge. Free mod 2 ban. Okay, going for the anti-mod, I guess, because after that they figure, wait, if they picked free mod 2, I bet Russia would have gone double hard rock. And I'm fairly confident that Poland would have probably gone for the double hidden. And I'm betting that Russia doesn't feel that confident with the double hard rock after what happened with free mod 3.
That is true, and we're seeing a very based reply from Absolute Dark. Why would you ban free mod 2? Absolute Dark saying I did not train it. So makes perfect sense. We are very serious in our finals of 6WC, but anyway, no free mod pool left, no mod pool left, only 1 hidden, 2 Haruks and 2 DTs before we potentially get to the tiebreaker. But yeah, I think Xaria for Russia, Hardrock 3 would be a super convenient pick, as it both tests your tech skills and some tapping, some speed tapping here and there. Considering Poland banned Nomad 4, they're not very good on tech, I would definitely pick Hardrock 3, because not only that is a weakness of Team Poland, considering it is Hard Rock, not only it is your tech map, but also it is your really strong speed department map. 210 constant bursts here and there, and as predicted, it is gonna be your Hard Rock 3, ladies and gentlemen. Frostbite Thorns, our custom map as well, man. We got a lot of customs in this pool, I just can't. But yeah, mapped by Alvaria, a goated mapper for sure, and we are really happy to collaborate with them. But this is definitely a perfect opportunity for Russia to try and run away with that lead. It is still all tied up, so we don't know yet how this will go. But hopefully for the fair play and for the very hype outcome, if both teams just keep trading points, we will see a tiebreaker, and this would be super cool, super awesome to see. Yeah. Regarding the lineups, I still don't know yet. I would definitely expect some people like Satori the Pawns tap in, same for Opsal Dark, as they are the tapping carries for those maps, for those tapping type of maps. But keep in mind, it is your multi-skill set Hard Rock 3, therefore I would also maybe put Artuzam if he is able to hold on to those sliders, because Artuzam was the guy who actually managed to FC Nomad 4 in previous round, therefore would be a reasonable putting of him on the map. While for Poland, I'm kind of expecting Adik, Kratuba, Cuba, and Properly, I would say. But yeah, we don't know yet. Pretty sure there is a timeout forced or not.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, was there a timeout? I missed it if there was.
I mean, I missed it too. I did not see it in chat. But looks like it, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. Wait, sorry. Wait, we got a song error? Hold up. Some technical difficulties. Surely they will get fixed, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, for now, we still don't know how this will go. If it's another breakpoint, I will be awaiting for that trade from Poland later on. But yeah, this match already brought us some banger outcomes, and it would only be more fire to see getting those even more.
So while we wait for these technical problems to be resolved, so we're just going for Hard Rock 3, right? That makes sense. You can't really ban anything else, so I guess Russia's gonna double pick Hard Rock, maybe? Then Poland, I guess?
Poland.
You go for like hidden 3, and then from there I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, if we will see a tiebreaker, before the tiebreaker, we will have like one map left actually. So like, if we get to 6-5 match score, we will only have 2 maps to pick from, and it is not a great opportunity for the team that will be put in such situation for sure.
Wait, they're playing the map according to the MP link.
Oh, they are.
Oh, Tianling.
Right.
Tianling left. Oh, I see. Okay.
But yeah, we finally got to know our lineups, I'm pretty sure, or not. No, I guess not. Yep, imaginary playing. It's in the board, it's in the board. Yep, alright, it is in the board. Okay, we finally got to see the map. But yeah. This match is cursed. I'm really convinced it is cursed, exactly.
The entertaining kind of cursed though, so it's fine.
It is fine indeed.
It's not like the other cursed match I commentated where we were all confused for like half an hour because of some nonsense with pretending to pick.
You're right.
Me and
But
Willis
yeah,
were
finally.
traumatized from that, I'm pretty
We're,
sure.
we're finally here. We're finally here. With the map getting played, Quentin, Cuba, Kratuba, and Properly are gonna represent Team Poland, while Russia are putting in Yamisaki, Satori Dupont, Opso Dark, and Nelly. We will see how this goes. So far, the accuracy is on the side of Team Russia, with Nelty having 97%. The guy who had the best accuracy on your DT2 map, almost have seen, was 99. Definitely expected to see him over here right now carrying his team, but still the lead is not big, and things will change drastically once we get to the first KI.
Very much, because this map takes a little bit to get going. When it does, it goes. This is speed hard rock after all. Not something you see every day, especially in this rank range. Russia's the lead, just gonna try and build it up as much as possible. Here we are, the first speed section. Everyone holds, surprisingly. Okay.
Amazing performance so far, but now we are faced with a really tough tech section. Even though it is light tech, still those cake sliders might trip you off guard. Quenty is gonna be the first one, just having a break on those with Cuba on tapping. It is a two-way versus a four-way, and just look at the lead, it is skyrocketing towards Team Russia.
All the way up to 320k from when it was like 50 earlier. That's 300k in a single second. But that is just how quickly it can snowball, especially on a relatively shortish map, and when you have such a collapse like that with 3 breaks from Team Poland. Once again, it's just Kratuba, the single lifeline and core of this team, trying to prevent this from getting out of control. Imisaki and Satori Dupont do drop, but that's not gonna do anything to stop this momentum.
Oh, Kratuba is such a powerhouse, but it's not gonna matter whatsoever, as Nelly and Opsal Dark are the two players just emerging victorious so far. Looking forward to have seen that map, one of the hardest maps of the pool. Nelly was 95% accuracy. What is this man doing? He is feeling better than ever so far. Oh, never mind, the stop and go pattern just caught him off guard, but it doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. The damage has been done, and with that, almost 1 million team score difference, with Absolute Dark still FC in the map, and looking forward to doing that.
That is gonna be an A-rank FC, like not a good A-rank FC. But FC is FC in this context. Russia take a very dominant 800k win there. Oh boy. These teams still have these really good picks late on. That is surprising.
They do. Even though they don't have protects, because some magic happened to them in the beginning of the match. We don't talk about that. But yeah, both teams are really confident in what they are doing. This is very surprising. Those captains, of course, are very experienced. Both Xabe, we already mentioned, being a 6-digit for like 3 or 4 years, always just was a captain in those team-based tournaments. And Satori Dupont, the guy who played 6EC, who played many other tournaments and got many podium placements on those international 6-digit tournaments, for sure knows the deal when it comes to those country-based tournaments and just the team mental state and the strategy making.
So Poland here, honestly, I think you go for Hidden 3 out of all of these.
Ooh.
Yep, right for it. Because Hard Rock 1, you definitely don't pick that after what just happened, and I think that DTs and Hidden, Poland feel much more confident on Hidden. Now, this one is probably... This map is probably the single most important map of this entire thing, in my... We're getting to the point now where Poland absolutely cannot afford to drop breakpoints, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. If Poland drop a breakpoint, Russia gets up to match point, and then Poland have to win every single map until we get to tiebreaker. So, at this point, it is absolutely crucial that we have no breakpoint shenanigans. Because whoever gets match point first has such a major advantage going forward.
Well said, and how ironic, Xaria, that this Hidden 3 is probably one of the most nerve-wracking maps in our pool. It is almost 4 minutes in drain, it has like 1 or 2 breaks, so this is gonna build up your nerves even more, especially if the score difference is gonna be really small. This map is your tag flow map, 160 BPM, tapping here and there, bursts here and there, of course flow, and mainly it is gonna be tag department that is gonna get tested. But yeah, multi-skill set map, kind of similar to Hard Rock 3, except for the BPM is lower and obviously it is not Hard Rock. So yeah, good luck to both of the teams. I'm pretty sure this is gonna get really interesting as we will see the beginning of the map.
Yeah, very high stakes here. Both teams know when we're this late in the match. It's just like any kind of like hint of snowballing from one team, it's gonna easily probably lead to a victory. It's such an intense point, and on a map like this, which really demands consistency, I do not envy either of these teams.
Oh, that's true. And like the first breakpoint is just gonna mental boom one of the teams, and right now it is the turn of Team Poland to not allow that. Anyway, Artisan, Soset of Absolute Dark and Nalty are gonna be playing for Team Russia. Poland, Kretuba, Xavi, Idnes, and Properly are here to steal the deal. The map by Ariel is gonna be played right now to determine if Russia will get that match point or not.
This is indeed it. Hidden 3 off the bat, and Russia seem to have taken an early lead on the accuracy. Kutuba even drops there. Further cements Team Russia's early advantage, but this map is so long, it doesn't matter. I can finally start using my Nomad 1 terminal. Nomad 1 game sense here, yay.
Yeah, for sure, man. But yeah, Artisan gonna actually be the first one to fall over here just on a slow pattern, because slightly misreading that one more break, but it doesn't matter. Xabi is actually trading him right now, 3-way FC versus a 3-way FC, and just listen to that build up. You know things will start to get interesting once we get to the first KI. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Sosetov is fighting a break. Poland is now gonna be taking over the lead. So far, no one is breaking, but will this stay for long or not is the question.
Nope, absolutely not. As double break from Team Poland, from Gatuba and Propelling. Score lead still in their favor because of that early thing. Absolute Dark does drop. That's going to slow down Russia retaking this. If anything, it actually puts Russia at a disadvantage, especially with our Toaster and Sozendov dropping there as well. Just Nelity versus Team Poland with a double FC, practically. Up to 40k. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yep, Nelity once again being the last hope for Team Russia. He has been put in those situations for many of those maps. Xabi gonna be fighting the break, the one who was FC in the map still. It's now Itens versus Nelity, 1v1 in each other. What a rivalry Xaria. So far, both are hitting that cut burst, and now they understand that their team's future is relying on them.
I do not envy either of them at all. Team Poland, complete combo collapse apart from Itness. That is not good at all. It's just Itness holding on here. Team Russia slowly start to chip in and take away the lead, but obviously Dark does drop again, further slowing that down just a little bit. 28k going incredibly slowly. Also Dark again, so no drop. Itness drops! No combo on the side of Team Poland. Russia gonna easily take the lead here, but it's just nothing! It's just nothing! What the heck?
No, this is terrible. There is a combo reset everywhere apart from Nelity. Nelity, he knows what he is doing. 390k score, 2/3 of the map and 92% accuracy FC. The accuracy doesn't matter. The score lead was on the side of Team Poland, but bro, everyone is just breaking. Kretuba and Xabi with 200 combos. It is not helping. Nelity needs to hold for a bit more, but that last KI is one of the hardest KIs of the map. It's the div spike, and we will see how he will handle that, because so far his cursor is shaking Xaria.
Nelty needs to hold as long as humanly possible. He is shaking! Oh my!
No
and he
way.
drops you to it! Oh no! Oh, that's incredibly unfortunate. Oh my god, look at that! Oh no, Team Russia actually do hold on to the combo lead here though with some decent supporting. Nelity, complete collapse from the shade. That is so unfortunate. Double break from Team Russia, Propelli trades. 80k score lead for Team Russia, holding on just barely holding on. 8k, there, he flips. Team Poland take the lead, barely any time left. They just have to hold here. Kasabi and Itness, Kretuba, the core of Team Poland holding on for their daylights. Kasabi drops. There's no opportunity for them to take the lead here. 20k, holding on. Oh my god, Itness drops. A self-obviously dark trades. Wait, it's favorite Team Russia. Hold on! I'm getting flashbacks to last year number 4 here! But,
Into
there's
it.
not enough time. Team Poland, wait, no!
Whoa! Wait, that
Team
was really
Poland.
close.
Team Poland barely take the point there. Oh my days, I'm lightheaded.
Oh, came down to the wire area. Crazy stuff going on here. Nality, one of the most stable players of Team Russia, even him is getting nerves from that map. When I mentioned the map was nerve-wracking, I knew what I was saying. So sad of at the end definitely became the knight in the shining armor for Team Russia, but it wasn't enough. 20k score difference because Xabe and Itnes with Kratuba, they just traded so sad of right at the end of the map. And with that Russia, despite their best attempts of getting that break point and getting the match point, they are not gonna succeed in that. 5-5, and we are 2 points away from seeing a tiebreaker potentially.
Yeah, you know what I mentioned about these past maps being important?
Yep.
This is the single most important map. Because this determines who gets match point first, and we just established how powerful that can be. But for Team Russia, there's a very obvious pick here in Hard Rock 1, but is it the pick? This is Team Russia's last pick.
It is. It is indeed. I would not pick DT4. I'm pretty sure Poland, they love that map, even though they haven't picked it yet. Just from the feedback from what I've heard, they've been enjoying that DT4 map. But yeah, for Russia, either Hard Rock 1 or DT1, I would say, is something that could be pretty much accessible, especially when it comes to nerves. I think, even though Nality did just choke everything at the end because of nerves, still, when it comes to your aim, he is the person to look out for, and same goes for pretty much everyone on the side of Team Russia. But Poland, they are not letting their teammates down. They are playing out of their minds, and Hard Rock 1 is actually gonna be applied as a pick from Team Russia. Satori Dupont confirming the last pick of this match from Team Russia. Gonna be Kimi Towashi, Nohito Rigoto. Your usual, your classic consistency bursty Hard Rock 1.
Yep, just a Hard Rock 1 here to determine if Russia or Poland get their break point. Realistically, this should favour Team Russia after all we've seen from the Hard Rocks before. So this is a pretty good pick. It's just a matter of can they deliver with all of this pressure on them.
Indeed.
In the finals, whoever plays this goes on to face the winner of Indonesia and Canada for a top 3 placement and all the glory. I'm confident they can do this, but can they? I'm confident they can win this, absolutely. But can they do it with all of this against them? And we're back to Indo versus Canada for some quick intermission just to see what's happening.
I guess another timeout was applied from someone, from some of the teams. But actually, Indonesia and Canada are having another tough time, looks like. It is 3-3 between the two. Indonesia, as one of the strongest countries of the tournament, almost bringing USA to defeat. Now are having a really tough fight against Team Canada, who are seed 9, but I think we all know the real seeding of Team Canada and the fact that they definitely de-seeded in quals for at least like a bunch of seeds, like 4 or 5. So yeah, I hope there is no way we're finally getting those close rivalries, but they are being played like at the same time, so there is no way we can get to see like the two outcomes being done at the same time, unfortunately, despite both of them having the potential to go to tiebreaker. But this Hard Rock 1 Xaria is gonna be almost 4 minutes in drain, almost like that Hidden 3. It's pretty much the same drain of the two maps. And
I don't know if calling Canada de-seeding is entirely fair. I think it's more like historically Canada has been like the skill cap country, right?
Oh.
Which might explain their absolutely ridiculous scaling. So like, anyway, enough of Indo-Canada. It's time for Russia-Poland. This is what really matters here. Here we go. Hard Rock 1 time.
Yep, let's get straight into it. Yui Kono song, definitely very banger song. But it is gonna just test your overall consistency. So for Russia, is not looking like they got it, because Amisaki and Opposite Dark finding early breaks, but it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure you can get like way more than 1k combo on the map itself with those bursts and consistency and drain obviously as well. So far actually, Poland is trading them out with Properly and Link finding breaks, so now the score lead is pretty equal.
Yeah, just those trades kind of prevent it from swinging very quickly, but it does in fact swing in favor of Team Poland up to 10k. Oh, but Quenty does break a Tion Link drop, swings right back to Team Russia. Oh, it's gonna be one of those kinds of maps, isn't it?
I mean, Xavier, we're not even in the first KI and we're already seeing a lot of breaks. The nerves are building up in those players. But Satori, the Pawn, Absolute and Nality are staying unfazed still, with Nality and Satori having almost 99% accuracies. They are going off right now. Will this last for longer though, is the question, because we've already seen what happened to Nality on that hidden tree.
Maybe TM. It's a firm maybe TM. But given the basically triple FC from Team Russia and like the relative lack from Team Poland, granted that's a very that very high combo is preventing this from getting out of control too quickly, unlike a bunch of the other maps we've seen before. Team Russia do continue to slowly build up a quite significant lead up to 113k. Like, if this map really is going to be incredibly unstable with some breaks, the bigger Russia can make that score gap, the better. Satori Tapon does drop. That's just going to slow down the score lead gain, probably, rather than put this in favor of Team Canada. Canada? What the?
Canada?
Team Poland!
That's alright, somehow the lead is actually not really shifting towards Russia because of the recoveries on the side of Team Poland. But that second KI, I'm pretty sure, gonna be seeing some breaks from Link and Satori Dupont trading each other. And it is a bit crucial for Team Poland, as Link was the one with that high combo. But now, losing that support, Satori Dupont finding another break. Double FC versus 1FC actually, and the support from Properly and Quenty is, I think, slowly but surely we will gonna be seeing the score going to the side of Team Poland after that second KI. That break is very detrimental. Russia, they need to control their nerves. Nelty cannot allow the things that happened to him last time happen again. We will see how he will deal with that and the rest of the Russian team as well, because it is their pick. They cannot allow any breakpoints. They need more breaks. Quenty is gonna be the first one to fall on the side of Team Poland. But will this be enough for them? Because Russia, there is still a lot of room to miss.
And Imisaki does break. That break from Quenty wasn't enough for Russia to start getting an advantage, but with that break there, we're right back to where it was before, where both teams are kind of even to the point where the score lead is really stalling out. Although, Russia's kind of breaking away. Wait, hold on. No, they're not.
They
okay.
are.
We've got up to 160. Oh, Satori Dupont chain misses! The score lead goes right down to 130k. This is a very tight game at the moment. And how close we are to the end. Like, oh, Tion Link drops! Oh, Rapelli drops! Russia just swings right back to 160k. Quenty and Satori Dupont both break on the exact same thing. Absolute Dark breaks! Wait a minute. Up to 200k. It's up. Double break of Team Poland. It's Katuba and Nelty again. But Team Russia, oh, never mind. It's basically even. But if it's even, Team Russia's gonna win. Yep.
That's it. We are seeing the upside down heart. That means the map is over. Two titans, Nelty and Katuba, rivaled each other, traded each other out, both having more than 1 million score each. 98% and 97% accuracy FCs. But it came down to those support scores, and this time around Russia had the upper hand on that, because look at that score from Absolute Dark, almost have seen the map actually. 800k score. Of course, Poland also tried their best in that. They did have some of those really nice support scores, especially from Properly, but it was not enough. This is the point of the tournament, where those matchups and those rivalries are gonna come down to the wire, as we are seeing a match point from Russia, 6-5, and Poland. It is now only two options that they have Xere, and we know them.
DT2? DT2? No! DT1! DT4!
Right, right. DT1, no. DT1.
Kasabi,
Oh,
Kasabi,
there's no way they
no!
rolled. There's no way they just rolled. There's no way.
He actually just rolled!
No, you cannot do the Xabi. You're the least person that I have expected that to happen from. But it looks like by the roll, DT4 is gonna get picked, the last map getting picked by Team Poland. Wonder 2 by Perfume, mapped by a very famous old mapper, E. And yeah.
Wait, is it pronounced E or isn't it just E? Or is that the
Five E's. Five
or is
E's.
that or is it the scoreboard farmer guide? It's E.
Oh no, that's a different one. That's a different guy.
Yeah. It's the score farmer. That's E, not E. Because there's obviously a big difference between E and E.
Yep. And, well, of course, the curse is happening in Xaria. DT1 is not getting picked for the 3rd week in a row. But regardless, DT4 is gonna actually get picked. The first time DT4 got pulled, is now presented in finals. It finally got picked. And this map is your old map AIM DT map that you have CS5, OD 8.4 and AR 8.3. It is a gimmick map. Just gimmick all aim map. It has some overlaps here and there, and I think the main difficulty of that map are those constant aim patterns, because some of them might even go up to 30 nodes in a row, and you have to either single tap or alternate all of them. And it is definitely one hell of a challenge, especially once you're at such a point in your match 6-5 and every single miss matters.
Yep. And it seems we are having technical problems now, as Dupont has requested Nelzy be kicked from the lobby. Oh no.
There is no way. Wait, kicked from the lobby? Wait, no, this would only ruin my mental state if that happened to me in such a way. But yeah, I wonder, which is the name of the map as well, how this will go and what lineups we will see. Are there some Sosa, Yamisaki and Nality from Russia, the final four determining the lineup of their own country? For Poland, it's the last stand. Kretuba, Quenti, Xabi and Propeli are gonna be the 4 hopes of Team Poland. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna be starting our potentially last map of the match.
Will Russia end this here and now, or will Poland take us to what we all honestly want to see, a tiebreaker? Well, regardless of what we want, there can only be one winner, and so far I don't know. Sosanov and Kasabi do trade each other. Kretuba and Quenti do absolutely collapse there. Team Russia take a very early lead by about 60k. Kasabi drops again. Aratosum and Imasaki do both break there, but it's kind of in favor of Team Russia at the moment. That, tiny drop there has allowed Russia to build a 140k score lead. On the map this short, that is not insignificant.
Yeah, and just look at those patterns. No wonder all of pretty much everyone is breaking. They're seeing that break happening properly, and Nelty are 1v1 in each other. Nelty once again being put up in such a pressure as we're getting to the back and forth aim section of the map. Everyone is hitting that properly, and Nelty are not breaking whatsoever, but Nelty is gonna be the first one to fall. Everyone is breaking. So many breaks across the board. 10k score difference on the side of Team Russia is gonna be their last bastion. Yamisaki still having that score, still having that combo, is literally saving them right now, but will this last for longer?
Just casually combo reset apart from one person, which seems to have made a lot of difference. Russia pulling away with 50k score lead. Further up, Imasaki does drop. Oh, wait, it's going. God, Team Poland take the lead, but Propelli does drop there. 10k! Wait, it's going up. It's the
How many breaks?
Kasabi does break! No, that's not what we need right now! We just keep flipping! Spin to win!
And Yamisaki is not spinning it properly. Just look, half of the lobby wasn't even trying for that spinner. They don't understand in what situation they are or what. we are gonna see the last KI being happening right now. 20k score difference. It is growing for Team Poland as Nelty fighting another break with Yamisaki supported. Artisan being the last hope for Team Russia. I don't think this is gonna be enough as Quenty and Properly are still here. And Xaria, this is the last patterns of the map and they are not intense at all.
And here we go! First map of finals, we're going the tiebreaker! Oh my god! TB hype! TB hype! Tiebreaker, Will! Tiebreaker!
Tiebreaker. Okay, we will need someone to set up a tiebreaker thing for sure for that occasion. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, finally gonna see the second tiebreaker in 6WC 2025 Major League Finals. Tiebreaker Beyond the Edge is gonna determine the fate of both of the countries. And just Xaria, what a way to determine the last European country staying in 6WC.
What a way indeed for them to get so close to each other. To this point, the closest it can get. That is insane. Both teams fighting to stay in this tournament and potentially get through to grand finals. Fighting to get that 4th place placement, which would be a record for team... Wait, no, it wouldn't be. No, both these teams have gotten higher than that, yeah. Both of these teams fighting for a chance to potentially beat their best placements on the podium. Oh,
Indeed.
Boy.
Yep, Team Russia's highest placement throughout all the 6WCs was 3rd place in 6WC1, while for Poland it was the 2nd place in 6WC3, barely losing to the United States. But now Beyond the Edge is gonna be the tiebreaker that we all deserve. Beyond the Edge, the map is just such a great work that many of our mappers have produced, and I am really glad we will get to see it pretty soon. But so far, well, if you just joined the stream, we are at 6-6 between Russia or Poland. And apparently there is a break because obviously, ladies and gentlemen, all the teams, all the players, they have to calm down by a bit. So in the meantime, you can just see what is happening in Indonesia versus Canada match, and looks like they got things really interesting going there as well as we have in here with Xaria.
Yeah, this has been a bit of an absolute tomfoolery match in some instances. The first protect break, the protect first pick trade incident, followed by breakpoints constantly into the teams surprisingly getting their act together in the 2nd and 3rd phases. But like, this has been an absolute banger so far. I am so excited to see how this ends.
You know, Xavier, we only get to commentate one match today, but what a match, I must say. With the tendency of both teams just literally having such small score differences on the maps, this is, I'm pretty sure, potentially might be one of the closest matches of 6WC, if not the closest one so far.
Probably, honestly. I mean, the only other contender would be the other TB match, right? And how did that one end? Because apparently there's only been 2 TB matches.
No, only one, Xavier.
2 counting this one, not 1.
Oh yeah, counting this one for sure. But we have determined our final rosters for the match. Gonna be Artisan, Obstal Dark, Nelity, and Satori for Team Russia. For Poland's gonna be Kratuba, Tianling, Sabe, and Cuba. Join us for a ride, ladies and gentlemen, as we get to see our second tiebreaker of 6WC Beyond the Edge, mapped by Arushi and Blackie Design. Endless White Plains are gonna start in a bit once we are done with the intro of the map, a heart from Satori the Pawn. And with that, let's start this banger going with our one of the hardest tag maps. Of course, it is tag tiebreaker in the pool.
Wait, Kasabe took hidden? Okay.
Okay.
That's not as ballsy as Hard Rock on TV, but it's still an interesting decision. That hidden modifier actually causes Poland to break away with an early lead by about 2k, but this map is so long that it might evaporate in an instant. It actually doesn't, as Artosum finds an early drop there, swings even harder in favor of Team Poland by 10k.
Indeed, but just look at the drain. 5 minutes 30 seconds, nothing is determined yet. And so far, in the accuracy department, is actually telling Assassin the map. Now he is shining as he ever could. But we are getting to the build up to the first KI, ladies and gentlemen, and soon we will see how this rivalry will end up. So stay with us if you just joined the stream, and with that we are gonna be getting started, as so far Poland is having the lead by only 15k score.
That could evaporate in an instant if any of these players drop. Or it could alternatively snowball out of control. It really depends. Like, we've seen throughout this match that any preparations you make or any theoretical matchups, they are really only dependent on how teams perform on the day, which is the main factor, as we see there from a double break from Team Poland. Artosum does trade, but the big Kasabe does break. The big combos on Team Russia are still remaining, and Team Russia swing and take the leader by 15k. It's just Tion Ling holding on for Team Poland.
And then Russia is very dedicated when it came to that tiebreaker. Absolute Dark finding the break, but still Satori Dupont and Nelity are trading out basically no one, as they are the only ones that have seen the map. And the score is just skyrocketing to Team Russia at the moment. 450k versus 370 is already crucial, and we are only 1/3 of the way into the map, ladies and gentlemen. The map will only get harder with time, and Satori Dupont with Nelity built a really stable ground for their team.
Incredibly so. Team Poland not only has to take a advantage here, but they have to sustain that advantage to take the lead off of this situation. Up to 200k, Nelity and Satori Dupont, the core of Team Russia. And that's another commentator curse. Oopsie daisykins.
See, but I mean, there is still Nelity. Look at him go. Artisan as well. What's having that? Okay, we don't talk about that, ladies and gentlemen. I am so sorry. But still, it's 250k score difference. And Absolute Dark, the guy who had the lowest combo, was now the man. Just saving Team Russia, but just finding the break. And that's basically a combo reset right before the slow part. 250k score difference is gonna be something that's gonna be super hard for Poland to bring back, especially considering they have no combos left.
Yep, Russia's gonna have another catastrophic collapse like that one. It's not looking particularly good, honestly. We're halfway through the map. A 250k score lead is nothing to scoff at on a map this long. Like, honestly, Team Poland kind of in panic mode at the moment.
They are indeed, especially considering this map features a very tapping intensive part, like at 3/4 into the map, so it's gonna only favor Team Russia as we get in it. But Russia, I just want to mention, it seems like they have actually practiced that tiebreaker, unlike Poland, because Russia, they just know, especially Nelty and Satori Dupont, all of those patterns. There is why they haven't seen the map for so long with Artisan as well, having that support score with 700 combo going on. But now everyone is recovering except for Cuba finding the break, and we're getting to the more intensive section of the map.
And that is a complete collapse from a lot of different players. Triple break from Team Poland. Artosum breaks there. Absolute Dark also breaks, but Satori Dupont and Nelty just continue to hold once again. Oh, never mind, Satori Dupont does drop again. I am so sorry. Nelty continues to hold. The score lead increases up to 350k. We are starting to approach the point of no return, where it's just impossible for Team Poland to really pull this back. Nelty, again, continues to hold in spite of their team completely collapsing around them. Kasabe just trying to prevent that lead from snowballing out of control, but like, there's not really much else to be done here.
Nelty is just the man of the day, the eye of the storm of Team Russia. Everything revolves around him in this match so far. He might fall, but he is top scorer in the lobby with 400k, almost halving the score of Poland. And that is gonna be unstoppable for Team Russia, I'm pretty sure, Xaria.
Yeah, that is GG right there. 370k score lead, no combo for Team Poland. That's game over, absolutely. But despite how this map is a combo reset set, okay? Despite how this tiebreaker has gone, this has been a truly incredible match. The perfect blend of tomfoolery, some trolling, and some genuinely amazing plays from both teams. Both of them have done incredibly well here and arguably deserve this victory, but alas, there can only be one winner. And that winner is Team Russia!
Team Russia, definitely. They have been trying to run away from Team Poland throughout this entire match, but Poland would always keep up. Therefore, the tiebreaker happened. And Russia showed that when it comes to HSR, they are not skill-capped at all. Nelity stealing the deal from Team Poland with his fellow crewmates are gonna be advancing to the second round of finals. The last bastion of Europe is gonna be Team Russia, and they're looking forward to getting another place in that podium, getting top 3 in their next match against either Indonesia or Canada. But for now, this has been the story of this match. Poland tried their best. Kretuba with Cuba and all the others, they have been shining as they ever could have. But when it comes to Russia, Nelity and the support that they have definitely practiced the pool a lot as well. And it was a great battle. I am really happy we got to commentate that, because this is exactly how your close matches of 6WC should look like.
Absolutely, truly amazing from both teams, like I said before. But if you want more 6WC action, the match between Indonesia and Canada is going on the main channel right now. If you want to see who Team Russia will be competing against tomorrow, go over there right now.
Yep, that is for sure. I'm pretty sure we can rate that stream as well, because it's definitely worth it. I'm pretty sure some banger maps getting played there and banger outcomes as well. But for now, Xaria, I'm pretty sure we can be finished with this matchup. Congratulations for Russia to advancing and Poland getting the top 5/top 6 placement. They can be proud of themselves as a seed A team. Huge props to our streamer Jorian. Huge props to our referee, which is Cubative, always there to help us out. Same for Jorian. And in the commentary booth, you had me, Philoxen, your 6WC admin, and joining me today was the lovely Xaria. Thank you so much, man, for showing up, and it has been a pleasure. But for now, you're watching the Project Hexagon stream, and it's gonna be our staff team signing out. Bye bye.
Bye everyone!